Media personality Toke Makenwa has said that her world crumbled after she found out that her husband impregnated his ex-girlfriend, and she was also blamed for the marriage not working out.
RCD Hot on News Media.
Toke Makenwa said that she was devastated about discovering that her estranged husband, Majid Ayida, impregnated his ex-girlfriend. She said on the latest episode of her YouTube vlog series Toke Moment. According to her, she learned about it when the pregnancy was 9 months. Toke separated from her husband, Ayinda, in 2015. However, the marriage was officially dissolved in court in 2017. She said her job was her only consolation, so she insisted on going to work despite being emotionally downcast after finding out about her husband's infidelity. I think that my job was the only thing that I was sure of in my life. Every other thing that was familiar has failed. The world that I had built has crumbled, and the only thing that I was sure of was my job. I remember walking into the radio studio and like 7 a.m. the world news goes on, and there is a call from the owner of the radio station, and he's like, everyone is talking about you. I don't want to get into it, but people are thinking you would literally fall apart, thinking you need to go home. She said she could cope with what because she learned earlier, leave her feelings at the door and then pick them up when you are on your way home. So once you walk into the studio, it's not about you, it's about the millions of people who are trying to make their way to work. They are the ones who are tuning, expecting to get entertained, informed, and on top of what is going on in the world. Toke reflected on how she was being blamed for her failed marriage by critics, despite the fact that she hasn't been the problem. According to her, during the time when she and her husband had gone their separate ways, she has seen a lot of things people had written to be the alleged reason for their failed marriage. She said that she was being dragged by people despite the fact that it was her husband who had an affair with his ex. She hadn't been the type to run away challenges, so she had to focus. She had to face the world.
I woke up being talked about on radio, television, with versions. People had different versions of what they thought my marriage was, how they thought my marriage was, and possibly what they thought could have led to us getting to where we had gotten to. There were I don't think there's any news in the Nigerian space that has been that chaotic. For lack of a better word, it was chaotic.
It was.
Because there was just so many.
I think that's got to be one of the most public celebrity entertainment pop culture divorce that Nigeria has had.
There's been a couple, but I would say,
it's got to be one of them for sure. Because it has to be. Listen, like that went on for years and years.
I was trending nonstop on Twitter with people saying the most horrible. I mean, I couldn't even stop reading it because it was like, wow, how am I being blamed for a situation that happened to me?
How did I go through this and I'm still the problem?
So it wasn't, there wasn't a turning it around. I am super duper blessed and grateful that just walking that path and not losing and keeping it together led to a beautiful ending. But I'm aware that a lot more people might have broken through the process. Someone else might have literally ditched the entire world here and moved abroad to live a very remotely quiet life. But I wasn't raised that way. I think I've always faced challenges head on, even if I can't say say for sure what's waiting for me on the other side. I just decided to faith it. And I thought, you know what, if this doesn't make me, then I don't know what else.
It's gonna make me.
And so it wasn't like a plan. Right. It was literally me just living my truth.
Her story is really touching. I remember back then, according to her, they dated for apparently 10 years. Then he planned a surprise wedding for her, only for him to pop up with his pregnant ex-girlfriend a year later after their marriage. That's very bad. Now, why waste somebody's time for that long? Whether it's a boy, whether it's a girl, if you know you're not ready, if you know you're not serious, you leave the person alone. 10 years is a very long time. And I guess during that time when they were together, because she had this man, she'll be telling maybe other people, potential suitors, that she's taking, she has a serious boyfriend. But at the end of the day, nothing. It didn't even last. Imagine being with somebody for good 10 years dating, only just to be able to stay married just for a year. Haba. It's not nice now. And she had to find out in the worst way possible through the media that he had impregnated his ex-girlfriend. That's really bad. People should learn to do better, both male and female. It's not only the female child that needs training. They should also train up the male child. They should not always leave it, oh, he's a man, he can do. No, train up your child, both male too, not just female, because it's only the female that we all are concentrating on. We also should train up the male child. This is very bad. I feel for her. Thank God that she's been able to move on. Even if she has been able to move on, the scar is still there. You know, when you have an injury, no matter how the injury heals very quickly or slowly, at the end of the day you still see the scar there. That's how I feel that it is. So should we have reservations about relationship? She will definitely have big trust issues. She will definitely have. There's no way you tell me that she will not have trust issues. She will be afraid to trust somebody wholeheartedly, because she did trust her ex-husband wholeheartedly. Please, we should learn to do better, both male and female. I'm not only concentrating on the male right now, I'm also concentrating on the female. You should learn to do better. If you know you are dating somebody, you are not serious, you don't want to end up with the person, you don't want to marry the person, please tell the person earlier, instead of wasting the person's time and getting married to the person only for you guys to divorce a year later. That's very bad. Now it's not nice that you dated for so long but only to remain married for just a year. No, now please, we should do better. Okay, let's read people's reaction in the comment section about the revelation that Toke Makinwa made, that she was blamed for her failed marriage and she also crumbled when her marriage. One of the many reasons why a lot of women are enduring bad marriages, because there are some people that will still find a way to blame you. Even when the man has treated you so badly, they just have to make it about the woman, and I can never understand this. You that you are reading this, may your marriage work and bring you peace of mind. This society consists of you and I. It's crazy how we want to be understood when we go through tough times but are quick to cause pain to others in same situation. I'm happy she was able to remain sane. This is Nigeria. Even when it's the man's fault, the woman takes the blame. How many kids did you have for him? Every broken marriage or damaged child, society blames the woman. It's normal. They even blame rape victims for getting raped. Very sick society we live in. They blame single mothers for being single mothers, and no simple person blames these men. Go and see how a man has over 4 different kids, yet no one is talking. Let a woman try it and you will see bashing. Society have realized it's a crime being a woman. Cause must give it to Toke. Her skin is made of steel. One of the most bullied celebrities. Most times people don't even know why they hate her. They just do it because it seems cool to. Be careful with your words. You are not anonymous online. I kuku like Toke Makinwa. There's nothing anyone could say about her. She is strong and living her best life on her own terms. Let people stop hating her for no reason. People need love, not hate. Say less. Women is to be blamed for everything. It's the woman that gets blamed for everything, regardless of the issue from her or not. Every error or even the slightest thing that happens at home, a woman gets blamed for it. Everything. No, babes, the girl was never his ex. You were the married side chick. Madam, you are still all about this marriage. You did media tour, he not do you. Accused him falsely, he not do you. Accused his present wife, he not do you. Wrote a book, he not do you. After years and years, you still doing press. You truly love that guy even now. Toke is strong though. That Majid guy is a lot. How do you date someone for a decade, plan a surprise wedding, and in less than a year pop out with a pregnant girl? Worst thing is Toke found out like us on the internet. Church people will say a wise woman builds her home. Even the men when im mama not bring up well, so when it scatters, na she scatter am. Na 2 women I dey see there o. Being a woman in Nigeria comes with a lot of negative things from the society. All blames and humiliation goes to her even when she is the victim. In everything, please train your boy child. The girl child is well trained, it don't do. Train your boys so they don't give the well trained girls problem in future, abeg. In this society where even some parents encourage their children to stay in marriages that ain't working, like no matter what the man does, just want the woman to fix. The woman in Nigeria are the architect of every problem. I wonder why they never blame us for fuel subsidy sef. Women always take the blame in Nigeria. LOL, they always blame women when marriages go bad. I'm not saying it's never women's fault though, but most times people just blame it on a woman even when it isn't, and I think we can do better. It's the reason why women endure bad marriages, because of what people will say. It's the truth. Oh, we should learn to do better. We should train up our children. In as much as we are so solely focused on training the girl child, we should also focus on training the male child. It's not only the female child. Thank you for watching my video. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell. And please do kindly leave your comments in the comment section below.